It was so many things missing from this project, but I guess in a way people just didn't really care and they went for the hype of it and didn't really give a detailed look inside the body of work. I think they just missed the fact he was putting out music. So he opens up with On the Regular, which is a hard hitting song, basically talking about fake friends and letting people know that he's back. And, the type of shit he do, the stunting type shit and the normal rolly talk, that song was cool. I fuck with it. Then with Blessed Up, definitely another song where I'm glad he actually held his own. He did his thing. And the production was there, minor stunting, but at the same time, he giving you detailed thoughts on certain things he been through. Now with track 3, Liddy featuring Tory Lanez, it was okay. Too much auto tune, but Tory Lanez did say a few critical things. He name dropped Quentin Miller, and it was okay, but they definitely could have did better than that. Number 4, Shine, definitely a banger right here. Honesty in his lyrics, dope production. I love that sample. Now this the Meek I was waiting for, and I'm glad that I got to hear him on a record like this, on a beat like this. Moving on to number 5, where it's like Froze featuring Lil Uzi Vert, Nicki Minaj. Yeah, I'm a fan of Uzi. Nicki came through and did whatever, but it's still, the song was just I think it's just a hype record in my personal opinion. Now the difference, track 6 featuring Quavo, another song where it was sounds okay. I just feel like he riding the wave of Quavo, and that whole A-Town sound, it don't even sound like, North Philly or South Philly. Yeah. Lights Out featuring Don Q, definitely let a dark production. The flow, Don Q killed it. Meek did what he did on the record, but still was another record like Shine where he actually rapping about something. I guess we get real lyrics on this, I could say. Blue Notes, another record, definitely let the jazziness of the production, that sample, his flow, his lyrical side is showing on this record. And I'm like, damn, Meek, okay, this is what I came here for, not the rolly and the materialism of how you rap. It was dope. Moving on to Offended featuring Young Thug and 21 Savage. Thug came through and did what he did. 21 was whatever. I'm offended by the song. It was okay. It was nothing special. Thug definitely shined on this record. That's just my thoughts. The next record, featuring YF and Lucy. This is basically a female orientated song, a radio single. Nicki is not credited on the song, but she's there. It was alright. It was nothing too special. Not really for me, but yeah. Next song is Way Up featuring Tracy T. This shit hit hard. I definitely like the flow pattern on here from both of them, Tracy T and Meek Mill. The production was there. The hook is definitely had a melodic feel to where it's catchy. And I wasn't mad at that. That's what's up. Number 12, Two Wrongs featuring Gordon Banks, Pusha T. Good song, good beat. The hook was cool. Pusha was weak as hell. I'm sorry, it's not his best verse. Meek came through strong, delivered some good lyrics and a nice flow. It wasn't bad. Track 13, Tony Story 3. The story not finished yet, and I thought it was, but it kind of was underwhelming a little bit. I enjoyed it, but it just seemed like he rushed this song and didn't take too long to put it out, in my personal opinion. And the last track, Outro, best thing about this is Little Snoop. French could have not been on the record, and it's kind of a flashback to the original intro on his first album or whatever. But overall, I mean, it was a fair song. But Meek did what he did on this album. Nothing too special about it. I enjoyed a few tracks, and that was to be expected. But there was so much shit missing. DJ Drama not being on it. Couple key MMG artists, and I just don't know what else to say about it. I was like, wow, why this nigga ain't really just give the fans what we was expecting. And let's not forget the 2 EPs he put out that has some bangers on there. Pray For Him should have been on this. Gave Him Hope should have been on this. I even say War Pain should have been on this. So I just feel like it was okay before it to be a Dream Chasers project. I mean, the first Dream Chasers had 21 songs. The second one had 20 songs. The third one had 17 songs. This one only got 14. It's no DJ Drama, which took this project from day one through the roof. It's no MMG artist. You didn't see Fab on here. Even his cousin wasn't on here. Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Jeezy, Gucci Mane. These are all people he worked with previously that made the other projects what they was. And it just was so many key elements missing from this project. Was it good? Yeah. but it was also filled with the same content we always get from Meek Mill: money talk, rape talk, bitches, um, just the regular materialism side of it. We didn't get that pain, that hurt, from the bullshit he went through before he went to jail, the shit with the judge, the whole Drake debacle where the judge said he couldn't rap about him and getting out and couldn't go nowhere, couldn't make music. It's just so much other shit that was real life shit that should have been on this project other than an Instagram shit. It kind of damn near felt like an Instagram project more than growth, his life, you know what I'm saying? And the mind state that he in. Because if this was the project where Meek Mill has stated after DC4, I will be doing no more gangster music, then what is to be expected in his future work? And I don't think nobody really noted that. And I'm like, wow, if this is what you give us after a year of waiting, it was so underwhelming, but yet the songs that you will like them, but I don't see too many people buying this. I don't really care about the downloads. I do believe Dream Catchers 2 did 2 million, and seeing how it's on iTunes and you can stream it, what's the streaming numbers like? What would the digital numbers be like? Because you got to realize, if y'all calling it an album, he went gold on one of his albums. So if this comes out and does anything beyond that, that's good. But if it's below that, it's a flop. But nobody will give him those, those L's in a sense, because if Drake views was like, then what is this? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you could critique Drake, but I don't see nobody really willing to critique Meek. Did he have some solid bangers on here? Yes, but I prefer the actual song where he rapping about something. You know what I mean? I don't really care about the material shit. We already know that. We get that. And as far as the street content, it's still like, wow, look how much shit that happened before the music came out. Can all that street shit really hold up? I mean, y'all team beat up Quentin Miller, who's really not with the shit. Your man's punched Benny Siegel, blindsided him. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the incident where a nigga got pistol whipped on your team? Supposedly, somebody on your team got their chain took, beat up, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, the street shit, I ain't really here for it, but he got some bangers on here, I will admit that, but it's still underwhelming. Not even go rate it, doesn't need a rating. It's like, yeah, but this can't hold a note to DC1, DC2, the first album. I'll even go and say the second album he put out was underwhelming as fuck, but that's a little bit better than this. It's no hate, it's no shade, it's my personal opinion, and I just think that along with the mixtape, it'll fade out after a couple of weeks. I don't see people constantly gonna be playing this shit. He really ain't got no visuals for it. And definitely I'm waiting to see the podcast between him and Taxstone, because Taxstone was dissing this nigga all over Vlad TV, but yet you want to podcast with him. So I really want to see how that's gonna go. But that's just my opinion on the project. Didn't feel like being on camera for it. There's no need for it. Same way I did his sophomore album review, I do the mixtape or album, whatever you want to call it, as well. So that's my thoughts. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Happy Halloween. Y'all be safe out there. I'm out.